We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
He can do it all, can he? You can see the shake and bake, but he has some surprising power as well. And boy, is he consistent. 1,100 yards from scrimmage for the 7th straight season last year.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. Fighting through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
To the air is Rattler. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 6 now. Rattler wants to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
It's now 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Rattler from the gun. 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Fourth down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rattler. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jalen Carter, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. The big fella. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Saints take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball. So
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
That went out wide and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rattler. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Colin Saunders with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now they'll audible to something else. To the air is Rattler. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Coming left is Kamara. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. There he goes, left side. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency.
And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he'll get no further as he's brought down within sight of the goal line inside the 20. But all he'll get is knowledge that the extra point is no good.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked. Because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Still fighting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From the shotgun, Rattler. He completes it to Wilson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 8. Here's Rattler. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30.
Over 1st and 10. They're on their 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Throwing is Hurts. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. On play action, Rattler rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. He shakes him off. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To the right side goes Shipley. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The point after, good by grouping. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it here with Smith. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Straight ahead, Shipley. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.